Hello everyone and welcome to What's Cooking at Our House. I'm Connie Hampton.
And I'm Dottie Phelps, and I'd like to welcome you to my home, and especially to Dottie's kitchen, where we're cooking up something really good again.
We're having fun.
Everything we cook is good, right?
You know, I've had one bad thing and I can't remember what it was.
Yeah?
Out of 5 years that we've been doing this.
You didn't care for something.
Yeah, and I can't remember what it was, but anyway.
Well, you know, everybody's after us to cook more healthy food and not butter and all that sugar and all that
that's
good
what
stuff.
they say.
So today we're going to do a salad, and it's called cran raisin cashew salad.
Right. And I bought the lettuce, and I had never bought a head of romaine lettuce. I always just buy it already chopped and ready to go.
Yeah.
Lazy old me.
Well, I like to buy it. I like to get it fresh.
I knew you would.
I like to do the chopping, so I appreciate you doing that. Before I start chopping, though, we're going to put this in a wooden bowl. And what I like to do is I like to take a garlic clove and split it in half, and then rub my bowl with the garlic. This just kind of gives it a little bit of oomph, a little bit more oomph. And I mean, if you don't want to do that, the recipe doesn't call for that, but if you want to do that, fine. If you don't, that's fine too. But
it's just Dottie's secret.
It just gives your salad a little bit better taste, I think. You know, and garlic's good for you.
And this is only, oh yeah, it's good for only a wooden bowl?
Well, you could use it on the other bowl too, but
Okay.
this wood will absorb that a little bit more.
Right.
So I like to do it. But no, you can do it. You can do it on any kind of bowl.
Okay.
So, but I don't know if you can see it on camera there, but you can see how that's glistening. That
Yes.
has gone onto that bowl, and that's going to make this salad just
a
wonderful.
little bit better than what it's already going to be.
Now, I washed this very carefully. I wanted to keep it together so that it was easier to cut.
Is there a secret to this?
Nah,
Okay.
you
Just cut it?
I just cut it. Now, probably I'll go back and hit it again before I put it in there so that it, you know, like so.
Mm-hmm. And you'll notice that Dottie's not having to put a lot of muscle into this. She just sharpened her knife, so I'm
Yes.
standing clear. I'm not going to say, here, let me help you.
Well, if sharp knife makes all the difference in the world when you're cooking.
Oh, yeah.
You just have to be careful and don't cut yourself. But you need a sharp knife.
And this recipe calls for the whole head of lettuce, so it's a very big salad.
It's a big salad.
It's a good salad to go to the church house, and that's actually where we found this recipe. Was one of the ladies at our church brings this, and it's always a favorite. And it is called cran raisin cashew salad. Ingredients: 1 or 2 pears chopped coarsely, a bag of romaine lettuce, a half a cup of cran raisins, 8 ounces of Swiss cheese shredded, 1 apple coarsely chopped, 1 cup of cashews, and a bunch of green onions chopped. And then after we put all those in, we're going to make the dressing actually to even go on the salad. That looks great. Looks good without even anything on it. It's just a pretty
It's
lettuce.
beautiful. And once you get that and those pears and the apples, you don't peel them.
Right.
And that's going to give it a lot of color.
You
And then,
bet.
of course, your cran raisins is going to give it a lot of color, too. So,
Okay.
all right, Connie, what kind of dice does it say on the...
On the pears, it just says chopped coarsely.
Okay. All right. Well, we can do that. I probably would be better off if I just did it this way. And if you want to go ahead and
Do the apple?
either one.
Pear
Just
or
go
apple?
ahead and get the core out of it.
There you go.
And I'm going to chop that up coarsely. I can't wait to try this.
It's one of my favorites.
I tell you, everything we fix, I'm always, seems like I'm always hungry when we fix it.
We need to feed you more often before we get on camera.
Well, you know, today it was going to have, I laid out a piece of goat cheese, and I thought, I'll have me a piece of goat cheese and a cracker.
Did that happen?
Well, just right before we started it did, but it wasn't near enough. So I'm kind of hungry. I'm always hungry. I'm going to core these. And the pears, You know, you could use that, and I don't know the proper name for it. I see it in the store. They've got the brown skin, and you could use that too. That would give it a whole different color.
There was a pretty kind of a reddish-green pear actually at the store that was pretty.
There's a
But I
red.
thought,
There
well,
is
with the
a
red
red
apple.
Yeah, there is a red pear that is good. So I mean, whatever you happen to have or whatever you want to use, just remember, you know, these recipes they're not written in stone. They're just a guideline. So use your own imagination and do whatever you want to do with it. I like to experiment a lot.
Sure.
Very seldom do I follow a recipe exactly. I usually add something, take away something, or substitute something. So it, like I said, it's just a guideline. So don't worry about it if you don't have this pear, this green pear. Use something else. Uh-oh.
Flying food.
Flying food.
Incoming or outgoing?
I think that's outgoing.
I think that's outgoing.
Yeah. Don't fall on it.
Cashews, one of my favorite nuts.
Oh, God, yes, I love them.
And these little babies, let me tell you.
Now, that's our gadget for the day.
This was a gift to you, right?
No, actually, I think
Did you have
I
these?
gave you the gift.
Oh, you were the one. See, I thought it
Yeah.
was somebody else that gave these to me. I thought it was Patsy. Shame on
Well,
me.
it might have been Patsy, but I don't think so. I think
Anyway, these are the best pieces of equipment, especially the spaghetti salad that I make.
Yeah.
And to get, because it's got a lot of ingredients, and to get down in there, these are wonderful.
you know, Patsy may have bought those for you. We were together when we bought them, and so
Okay.
I probably bought myself some too.
Okay, but these are
anyway,
wonderful. These are wonderful.
I can't remember who got who what.
But we all got it.
We all got them.
All right.
That was Christmas, I think, one
Yes,
year.
it was. Yes, it
So,
was.
All right.
Very good.
I'm getting ready to. Oh, looks so good.
Smell the fresh fruit.
If you want to kind of toss that just a little bit,
Okie doke.
I'm gonna
Get the
chop up
onions
the
going.
onions. Okay. You know, it won't be long till we'll be getting green onions out of the garden. For
Yeah.
those of you that have gardens.
And I think the Hamptons are going to try for a garden. Not a big garden, but just maybe a tomato and maybe
Yeah.
some herbs and.
Well, I do. Of course, all my herbs I do, and I do. I try to do some peppers, and
I have a neighbor that does peppers, and oh, Lordy, he's got two different kinds: the kind that I can eat and the kind that I can't eat.
jalapeno.
Oh yes, he loves.
I raised some habaneros last year,
So did he.
and they were good.
He loves them. Okay.
Oh, that's going to be so pretty.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
So everything so far is healthy. We've got our lettuce, we've got our fruit, veggie, our cran raisins, healthy. Our
Everything's
nuts,
healthy.
Healthy.
All right.
Very good.
We're just regular health nuts, aren't we?
Just for a few minutes.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to dump this in.
Okey-doke. Ready to go.
Okay, I'm going to turn that timer off
Something is
while
cooking.
you
Whoops. I'm gonna toss
mix
again
that up a
here.
little bit. I think this is kind of pretty, the end of that. You could use that to decorate with.
You sure could.
Yeah, you know, just put it right in
Flowery.
the center of your.
Looks kinda
Looks like a flower. Okay, let's see. It's looking good.
Yes, it is.
Now, see, I can make a meal just off salad.
Oh, yeah. There was a thing on Good Morning America this week, and it was talking about people going out for lunch that they think because they go out for lunch and have a salad that they're eating healthy. And it talked about like 5 different restaurants, and starting out, yes, that
Yeah.
is under like 300 calories.
Right.
Then you put your dressing on.
Yeah, your dressing's what
So,
kills you.
But there was one place that had the best salad, and their dressing was not a dressing, it was actually a sauce.
Oh.
Kind of like a chili sauce, and didn't have a lot of calories in it, and it won the contest.
Well, let
of
me
course,
tell you a
so-
way to cut out on your dressing. When you, and of course, this vinegar and oil, you may not be able to do it, but if you use like a cream dressing, get your dressing on the side, and you get your salad, and then before you fork up some of it, dip that in your sauce, and then get your lettuce or your stuff on your fork, and that way you don't get as many calories as you would if you just dump that whole on there.
Right.
So.
Very good.
Okay.
Good point.
Let's see.
Cashews.
Yeah. And I've got to get the cheese. When does the cheese go
Top
in?
with shredded cheese.
Oh,
layer
okay,
this.
that's when we
Right.
serve it. Okay.
Right.
Oh Lord, I love these.
Get out of the nuts. Yes.
You know I can't eat
Isn't
just
that
one.
pretty? That is so pretty. Very good.
Can't eat just one, Connie.
We could put a little cheese in it right now. We've got quite a bit of cheese, and just kind of make sure that, you know,
Well,
toss a little bit in there.
that's good. My God, this is good before we put anything else
I
on
know. We don't even need a dressing.
it. It's a good thing I got this big bowl, isn't it?
Yeah, I knew it made a big.
That's enough.
Okay.
That'd be
Very
enough.
good.
Oh, this is going to be so good.
Good stuff, Maynard. Good stuff. Now we're going to use our little handy-dandy mixer-upper thing here.
Gadget.
Another little Pampered Chef
Boy,
must.
they have a lot of good stuff.
Yes, they do. And for our dressing, we're going to use a half a cup of oil, a tablespoon of Dijon mustard, a third of a cup of lemon juice, which is actually about 2 lemons, and 1 to 2 tablespoons of poppy seed, and a half a cup of sugar. We're going to mix all those ingredients in our handy-dandy Pampered Chef little jar here, and pour that over our salad right before serving.
Oh, that's going to be so good.
So here goes our lemon juice.
I can't wait.
Here goes our oil.
You know, I wonder if you could use olive oil instead of just, I don't see why you couldn't.
I wouldn't think there would be any problem with that.
Well, if you use canola oil,
which I do.
Canola oil and olive oil, if you've got to have oil, is the best for you as opposed to some of the other. So, and remember, with these poppy seed,
Yes.
if you are going to have to go in for a drug test, you don't want to put poppy seed in there because that's going to show up in your specimen that it has, that you
Drugs.
have been taking drugs. So just be aware of that. We try to, every time we use sesame seed or poppy seed, we try to warn you about that just in case, you know, because some of them do random drug tests.
And some people don't realize that poppy seed.
Some people don't realize that.
Shows up.
Yeah.
That is an issue.
Yeah, but just be sure that you're aware of that if you're going before you eat that, because of course a lot of the tests are just random tests, and you don't know when they're going to do it. So just be aware that that's going to show up. How that's going to show up. Is that not doing?
Make sure that sugar.
Yeah, that has to be sure. You have to be sure that that has.
Make sure that I've got all my holes covered up here.
Gosh, yeah, I'd hate to get that on me. That'd be a little bit sticky, wouldn't it?
See, it does. You got to be careful
Yeah.
turning this puppy upside
Yeah,
down. I
you
think
do.
we got it now.
It just takes a little bit of time there for that sugar to dissolve. And you know what you probably could have done is put it in your lemon juice and let it dissolve, and then put it in there. Yeah, that would have worked. Yeah.
If you want to get a salad bowl,
Sure do.
and we'll serve up a serving and let them see.
Then I can go eat, huh?
Then you can go eat. Right on.
Now you put this on first.
This says to mix all ingredients and to pour over salad just before serving.
Okay.
So I would do it individually.
Yeah, since.
Pretty, pretty.
It's very pretty.
Now, if I was serving it at church, or probably
You'd put it over the whole
I'd
thing.
put it over the whole thing
Yeah.
and toss it all.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me, let's do that,
Okay.
and that,
Yes.
and a couple of those. My hands are clean, y'all. I couldn't cook if I didn't get my hands in it. Okay.
Very good.
Very good.
We'll drizzle.
That's probably enough, Connie.
I don't want you to get it all.
Well, it doesn't take very much of that, really.
Right.
And that's why that right there will season this whole
The
whole
whole
thing.
bowl,
Right,
right.
the whole thing. So,
Piece of cake, Miss Dottie.
looks really good.
And I'm so glad that I bought the whole head of lettuce.
Well,
Because, well, I worry about the bags of lettuce that you buy because I don't know what's been put in there where
Well,
this is fresh.
that's true, and they say that, they're washed 2 or 3 times, and I really don't trust that.
Yeah,
I like to wash my own. That's why I get it.
the
I
head.
don't. Yeah,
whole
the head. I
Right.
don't get. I don't get the pre-chopped stuff.
I do.
just really.
But I wash it in
Yeah.
my salad spinner.
Yeah,
So.
and that's another thing. If you want to do that and do it in your salad spinner, it's really better because that dries those leaves, and your dressing will stick to the leaves better if it doesn't have a lot of water on it.
Right.
So I didn't do that this time, but
I think we'll be okay.
yeah, I think it's going to be fine. So just remember to do that, to spin your lettuce or dry it, or put it in a towel and kind of roll it up a little bit and let it absorb that
Right.
water. So
Beautiful salad, beautiful, easy recipe, and I guarantee you the flavor is excellent because I've eaten it before.
it's very good.
It's very,
Very
good.
good.
And we could actually garnish that with a little bit more cheese here
Yes.
if the person wants some more cheese.
Yes.
And we thank you for watching us at What's Cooking in Our House. I'm Connie Hampton. We've been doing this now for 5 years. We're willing to share any of our recipes, and we have shared with you all in the past. If you're interested in this salad recipe or any other recipes, send a self-addressed stamped envelope to What's Cooking in Our House, P.O. Box 712 in Dexter, and that zip code is 63841. Or Miss Dottie?
You can email it at YHCtv.com. I'm sorry, recipes at YHCtv.com. Anyway, recipes at YHCtv.com, and it comes directly to me, and I'll get it right out to you.
Very good. And I've had a lot of people stop and ask for the last 2 or 3 shows.
Yes,
And
good.
Dottie and I have a good time doing this together, and we're anxious to get outside maybe and do a recipe, and I think we're anxious to go back and to the winery.
Yes.
And do a recipe over at the winery.
Yeah, I
And,
think we've been invited back there,
yeah.
so that's
So please,
that's good.
please join us and keep watching. And Dottie, thank you for letting us come into your home. We always have a great time, make a mess, but we make it smell good.
Yep.
But thanks to you.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to do it. Bye now.